my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on the New South Wales Central Coast in Australia, and this is my Makeup Monday for this week. Today I'm going to play again with the Quiet Meadow bundle, the stamp set and dies, and also the ornate layer dies. So this is the Quiet Meadow stamp set. You get heaps of dies with the die pack, lots and lots. And I'm also going to use the ornate layer dies, which are really pretty dies to frame cards and frame your stamping. So if you just bear with me, I shall turn my phone around and put it up in the holder and we can get started. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and cut out my pieces that I'll be needing, and I just thought I'd show you the bundle and that dies in the catalogue. So the Quiet Meadow bundle is in the annual catalogue on page 110. So you get all these stamps in the stamp set and you get the dies. So the bundle is $92.50 if you're interested in it, and that would actually, if you wanted that bundle, that would qualify you for a free celebration item from the celebration catalogue. So a $90 order, you qualify to earn something for free out of the celebration catalogue. So that's the Quiet Meadow bundle. And we're also going to be playing with the ornate layer dies. So there's 8 dies in this combination of dies, and they're all really pretty and detailed and sort of filigree. So you do need your die brush to get all the little bits out when you do cut them out with your emboss machine. So they're the other dies we're going to be playing with today. So I shall move my catalogue out of the way and we're going to get started. So I've got a piece of A5 thick whisper white. I've cut out a piece of basic black with one of the ornate layer dies. I'm just going to have to keep popping out a few more here. That's my puppy that's howling. That's the one next door. They always start when I start a video. I'll start recording. It's quite funny. It's like they've got a sixth sense. Mine will probably go out and join in now, because you know you can't have one barking and not the other. Okay, they look like poppy seeds now on my desk, so I'll just get rid of those. Okay, and then the dies I've cut out. I've been playing with this bundle on a few things, so I've got a few bits and pieces of dies cut out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some blending. So I'll put that over there with the blues and the blending brushes. So let me just find my blue blending brush. It is. Okay, and I will start with the lightest and I'll work up to the darkest. So I'm going to start at the bottom. So this is Balmy Blue. Just double check. Yep, Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to start at the base of the card. That's probably enough for Balmy Blue. And then I'm going to do Pacific Point. And I don't need to clean my brush because we're going darker. I think I've chosen the right blues for this colour combination. And then the next one is Misty Moonlight. So I'll put some Misty Moonlight on my brush. I might turn it around so I can get at it a bit better. I could have gone Night of Navy, but I just felt that could have been a bit too dark. Now, let me have a little look at that. I don't feel that's blended as well as I'd really like it to. So I'll just keep going and blend the Pacific Point in a little bit better. And I might go back and blend a bit more Balmy Blue on. That's a bit better. So I'll close that. And when you go back to your lighter colour, it is a good idea to clean your brush. And I've got a microfiber cloth for that. So just rub it on that. Cleans right off. I don't wash my blending brushes, I clean them with the microfiber cloth. Okay, so let's get a little bit more Balmy Blue happening. Just so it's sort of a gradient of shades going up the cardstock. I think that looks a bit better. Yep, that shall do. So I will clean my blues off again, my brush, and pop it away. Okay, so I didn't cut these out on adhesive back paper, so I will have to use my glue, which is fine. I might have too many, I don't know. This one's got some bits that I've got to pop out. I will have to cut some of them down, I know that. So that one's not going to fit, so I need like another skinny piece. So I will have to get my little embossing machine back out and cut out another skinny piece. So here are the dies. It's going to have two skinny pieces, I feel. Yes. So let me grab my mini machine. And put the plates in, and I shall get some black cardstock, which I had some here just a minute ago. Here they are. And I can, oops, my scissors are caught together. I can cut that off to make it go through the mini machine. So this is the reason why I keep getting bits. I cut them out and then I find that they don't fit, or I want another spray of flowers. But that's okay. It's good to have bits on your desk because you can just sometimes just make up a card with what you've got laying on your desk. Put that away, and there's my... Oh, that is different, so that's good. I thought I was cutting out the same one, but no, I cut out a different one. That's good. Okay, so I'll pop my little machine away. Now, I won't have to cut that one down, but I will have to cut, I might put this one over here. And this one here. So I will just get my scissors and should I make them a little, one shorter and one longer maybe? Let's have a look. Oh no, let's just do them the way they are. There we go. Get rid of some of these bits. Now I shall get, what shall I get? A silicone mat for some gluing situation. So I do have another online card class running at the moment. If you're interested, I might put my middle one on first and then I can work out from there. It's 3 standard cards and a fancy fold. It's a box fold, double box fold card. That's a bit much glue, not to worry. Yeah, so if you place a $30 online order with me and use this host code, you're eligible for that card kit. So I will then post it out to you, cut it all up, post it out to you, and then also send you a link to the YouTube tutorial for the making of the cards. So I'll get my tissue. There we go. So that's that one placed. And I'll put some glue on. It's a warmer day today here on the Central Coast, and my glue's running more freely. So I wasn't prepared for that. I thought I'd have to squeeze it a bit, but all good. So those of you in the Greater Sydney region and Central Coast, we're all still in, well, all of New South Wales is still in lockdown. The Greater Sydney region has been extended to the end of September, but thankfully the Central Coast is not considered part of the Greater Sydney region anymore. So we might come out of lockdown sooner than the end of September, which would be lovely. Okay, I'll have to snip a little bit more off that one. It's okay. Okay, so let me just put it on the leaves. Sometimes I prefer to glue than use the adhesive sheets, because sometimes you want them to lay a certain way and maybe have a little bit of movement. There we go. Okay, so I shall put that lid back on, and I shall get my scissors and just snip that little edge off. So that's that. Now what I am going to do is do a bit of splatter with my Wink Stella pen before I put it onto the card base. So I am just going to get a little bit of fluff. Don't want fluff. You can do this with your blends as well, I believe. I don't know if I've tried it with my blends yet. But just gives a little splatter all over your card, and because I've done the blending of the ink, I thought the splatter of Wink Stella might show up. So let's have a look. Oops. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see. Can you see the splatters of Wink Stella? They look sort of like stars in the night. Not ships in the night, stars in the night. Okay, so that's pretty much done. So I shall get my ornate frame over here. I might just let this dry off a bit. Put my pens away. because I don't want them smudging. Oh, that's pretty dry already. Cool. Okay, so get my glue again. So if you're wondering, this piece of basic white cardstock is 8 centimeters by 12 centimeters, and it fits inside this frame with a little bit of a border, which is nice. You can move it over a bit. Now, I'm not going to put it onto my card just yet because I'm deciding whether I want ribbon or what I want on it. So I've got my little banner, label, that's what I'm trying to say, label to go there. So I'll pop these away and I don't lose any dies, because sometimes the little tricky things fall off and then I'm down on the floor trying to find little tiny dies. I've also cut out some copper foil butterflies, which I thought might look nice. Now, I probably won't put both on because I think they could be too big. I could put that one there. Or I wonder whether I should have silver butterflies. Could use the brushed silver, couldn't I? See, I change it as I go. Let me just find the brushed silver. Now this is in the mini catalogue. I think because of the splatter, it might be nice to have the silver. So let's have a look and see what this says. You get 3 sheets, but they are slightly different. So let me just grab the catalogue, the mini catalogue, and find them for you. Silver foil, here we go. Brushed finish, matte finish, and mirror foil finish. Okay, so that's what they are. So 3 sheets and they're $17.50. And they're on page 23 in the mini catalogue. So that's the brushed. That must be the matte. And this must be the foil. I like the, yeah, I think I like that one. So let me just cut down a little strip for my butterfly. And we can run that through the mini machine. See, I think I have everything ready. See, now they'll go over on my other little pile of bits and pieces that I've got out. So I shall grab my dies again. And I might just cut a little bit off so that the whole piece isn't being run through the machine. And I'll cut both out because then we've got a choice. Put my little dies back. And get my butterflies. Yes, I think the silver works best. Once you splatter it with the Winker Stella, I don't think the other foil would have looked any good. Okay, so I'm just still thinking about what I want to. Just gonna pop this back in here. There we go. Okay, so I could put this here, and I could put some ribbon around here, and I could put that butterfly right there. I think this one's a bit too big. I think it takes over. Could put it down there. No, not if I'm going to put ribbon. So I shall put this on with some mini dimensionals Oh, I hope my head's not coming in. I think everybody's starting to need a haircut now. I know my hubby's needing a haircut. I might put it there. There we go. So I've got another one to go add to my little collection. Okay, so this one I'm going to emboss in white, and I'm going to do Thinking of You. So I'll just do that with my embossing powder, get my Versamark ink, and I shall get a block, Thinking of You. That's a bit small. I'll go with this one. Okay. Thinking of You, and I've got my embossing powder here. Okay, so I've got a shadow, so I also have a little paintbrush around to get rid of that, because I don't want all that embossed. So you just brush it off before you do the embossing. Heat tool it. It's hard when you're stamping onto black cardstock with Versamark ink, because I've just wiped some off. Damn it. Because you can't see what you've stamped because the Versamark's clear. Oh, there we go. I think that's good and gonna be okay. I just did it again. Can you believe that? Honestly, I maybe need a smaller paintbrush where I'm not so clumsy with. Yep, that'll do. Don't touch it. Put my lid back on my embossing powder. And just... Okay. Oops. Thinking of You. And I think I'll make a bit of this ribbon. That should be nice, shouldn't it? Oh, I wonder if I could thread it through. It's a bit wide, really. No, I don't like that. And I'm not happy with my heat embossing. I've got little speckles everywhere, so I'm not real happy with that. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of I shall get some black, and I think because we've got black behind it and black ribbon, I think this will look better anyway. So, once again, I've got shadow. I'm pushing down too hard, that's what I'm doing. But then I'm not getting the G, but I can fix that with my journaling pen. There we go. That's better than getting a shadow. So now I'm going to bring my little embossing machine back in. Sorry guys. I think I'm all organised and then I change it as I'm going. So this is called making it up as you go. I really don't like embossing when you've got little splatters of ink, or not ink, the embossing powder. That's why I do struggle with embossing on black cardstock sometimes. There we go. Yes, I think I like the white one anyway. Excuse me, clearing my throat. Just have a sip of water. Okay. Yeah, I do like that better. Yes. And where's my ribbon gone? It's over here. So I shall just and I shall get some Seal Plus down the bottom. There we go. Yes, because the ribbon's got sort of splatters of sparkle in it too, so that looks really cool. That looks good. Happy with that. I think I might put it up on dimensionals. And I will add a bow. I haven't just sort of left it like that. So get rid of those. Here we go. So center it on my card. And that's going to go there. And where's my ribbon? So this speckledy ribbon is in the annual catalogue. It was part of a Christmas suite, I think, last year. And they carried it over. And in the mini catalogue, we've got some white speckledy ribbon. Glimmer ribbon. So it's nice to have both black and the white. It's just a bit stiff, so sometimes making your bow can be a little bit temperamental. That shall do. There we go. And blue dot. There we go. And I think I might put that up on dimensionals as well. There we go. So that's my card for today, and inside I'll probably stamp the flower in a blue, and I might put this heartfelt love and caring thoughts are with you, because I've got a friend who's just lost an elderly auntie, so I'll probably do that. So that's my Makeup Monday for today, using the Quiet Meadow. I really struggle with that. Quiet Meadow bundle. And as I said, I'll probably sit here and make a few more cards, because I've got lots of bits and pieces that I've cut out and didn't use for various things. Look at all the different colours: cork, black, early espresso, rich raspberry. I've got all sorts of little bits and pieces over here. So thanks for watching my Makeup Monday for today. If you're interested in any craft supplies, put it in an online order of $30 and over, and attach this host code to it, and you'll get my next card kit, and I'll email the tutorial link to you. Stay happy, keep crafting, and I hope to see you again this week on my Facebook Live. Bye for now.